Hi everyone, I am Polly Plum. This is Little Miss Plum, and we are here today to tell you about the Wild Wild Wallflower mandala crochet along. This little number right here. If you are in my Facebook group, you probably know about this already. I have been teasing about this for quite some time. I actually designed this months and months ago before this little one got here, and then this little one got here, and it has been very hard to do anything. So we're finally getting around to doing this, and we are going to crochet along. So this video is all about me telling you about the crochet along, what you're going to need, what we're going to do, how it's going to go. So, hi. Let's start off with the most important part. Okay, the crochet along is totally free. You can follow along here on YouTube. I will post 3 parts to the pattern. So make sure and subscribe to my YouTube channel if you aren't already subscribed. Or you can follow along with the text-only written pattern on my blog, everytrickonthehook.com, just like my channel. So it's totally free, you get the whole pattern free. Or if you want, there is a premium PDF of the pattern. It's very pretty, colorful pictures, it has photo tutorials for some of the tricky parts, which you'd get in the video tutorials anyway. But if you like to have PDFs in your pattern library, it will be available as a paid PDF. It will be on sale for the duration of the crochet along. Yeah, so it's there if you want it. So let's start off with some more questions. Why should you buy the PDF? Let's just jump right into that. Why should you buy the PDF? Okay, first off, it's printable. There's no ads. There are ads on my website. There's no ads on PDF. There are ads on YouTube. Okay, it's ad-free. It is also very pretty. I put a lot of work into my graphic design to make sure that the pattern is as pretty to look at, it's as enjoyable to read the pattern as it is to actually make the pattern. There's photo tutorials in it for some of the more difficult parts. This is an intermediate pattern. What else? Oh, it includes a color placement planning sheet. All right, if you've never seen that before, it's basically a coloring page of the mandala with outlines of all the rows or rounds so that you can see the shape of each round and plan your colors. You can either color it in with markers or crayons or whatever you have, or you can just use it to visualize where your colors are going to go. I like to do that, and then I just write the name of the color I'm going to use next to the round number. Okay, what else? Oh, the pattern PDF allows me to give you 2 versions. It allows me to give you US terminology and UK terminology. It will include links to all of these videos for easy reference. You'll get an email each time the crochet along, the new part of the crochet along comes out. You'll get an email saying that you have a pattern update. At the end of the crochet along, all 4 parts of the PDF pattern will be combined into one, so you can have one PDF file to save on your computer instead of having to click through the different pages on my website. And what else? You get to support a small business, which for me is a very, very big deal. You know where your money is going, you know you're supporting a family, you're helping me buy diapers or pay my electricity bill. I am not building rocket ships to go to outer space with all my extra funds, trust me. Yeah, so that's it. Those are the benefits of the PDF pattern if you feel so inclined. If you don't want to buy anything, what if you don't want to buy anything? Don't worry, you don't have to buy anything. You can get the full pattern here on YouTube. You can get the full pattern on my website at everytrickonthehook.com. It's the exact same pattern. It's fine. You don't have to buy anything if you don't want to. Let's see, what else? What if you don't want to buy anything, but you still want to show some support? I would appreciate that very much. That would mean a lot to me. Just doing things like sharing pictures of your work, telling people that you're participating in this crochet along, especially in Facebook groups, on Instagram. That is all super helpful. Just click through my website, see what else I've got. I have lots more free patterns on there. This is my first mandala, but I do have other free patterns on my website. All of that helps. It's extremely helpful and supportive, and I appreciate it very, very much. Okay. Let's see. If you want the PDF, for the duration of the crochet along, the PDF will only be available on Ravelry, and there is a reason for that. I sell my patterns on Ravelry and Etsy. Etsy doesn't give me the ability to send you patterns in installments, and I'm not doing the whole email thing. That's a little too much. So for this crochet along, it's only going to be available on Ravelry up until the last day of the crochet along. The good news is it's a very short crochet along. So if you want the pattern from Etsy specifically, you only have to wait a few days to get it. I will put the full PDF pattern on Etsy at the same time as I update the very last part of the crochet along so that I can get it to you as soon as possible. Also, it will remain on sale through the last day of the crochet along and the next day, so that if you were wanting to get it on Etsy, you at least have a good chance to get it on sale still. Okay. Next, how will I know when the next part of the crochet along has been released? Okay, there's two ways. If you buy the PDF, you'll get an email from Ravelry that says, hey, the pattern's been updated. You'll also get a Ravelry message. If you are following along with the free version, you'll have to check in on my blog or follow me on Facebook, subscribe here on YouTube, and you'll get a notification that I've added a new video. What else? The Polly Plum Pattern Posse is my group on Facebook. That is a really great place to keep up to date with what I've got going on, and you'll definitely get updates about the crochet along there. Or you can follow me on Instagram. All of those. Okay. Okay, that's all out of the way. Let's talk about the nitty-gritty details of the crochet along. Okay, so I already covered that the pattern's going to come in US terminology on my website and on YouTube. The PDF, I will include UK terminology just in case somebody wants it. This is an intermediate pattern. This stuff in here is all kind of a little more complex, but that's why you have either the photo tutorials or the YouTube video to help you. Okay, the finished size is 12 inches diameter. Okay, we'll get into materials in just one second. Let's go over the schedule. Okay, so this video is formally your introduction document. There's also going to be a blog post up, hopefully within moments of this video posting. I will also post the blog post. Same exact information. I'm actually looking at what I wrote for the blog right now and reading it to you, just slightly more animated than on my blog. So this is the introduction. Where else will it be? Oh, and the PDF. If you buy the PDF, you will get the first part of the crochet along, which is the introduction, has the coloring sheet, it has all of this information, and yeah, it just gets you ready. Okay, so the mandala is going to come out in 3 parts. The first part will come out Wednesday, September 1st. The second part will come out Friday, September 3rd. And the last part will come out Sunday, September 5th. I am taking advantage of this holiday weekend we've got coming up in the United States. I'm going to shoot for 10 a.m. Mountain Time. I am on Mountain Daylight Time right now. So that's my goal. I'm not going to promise. If it's a couple minutes late, please don't yell at me. I have 2 children, so I'm going to shoot for 10 a.m. Okay, all right. Oh, here's the fun part. Okay, let's talk about the materials that we need. Okay, you need yarn. This is really easy. You're just going to need some scraps. There are 17 rounds Um, I did use a different color for every round. It helps, you know, you can use little teeny itty bitty balls. I really did use some really tiny balls. I actually had to frog a couple little things to get some of these colors, enough of them. Some just little pieces of swatches I had lying around. So just some scraps. This is all double knit DK weight. That's a 3 if you are in the US. Um, I know a lot of people are going to ask, can I use Aran weight or worsted weight 4 in the number 4 in the US? You can. I have not done it yet. My math tells me that you will need, it will be a lot bigger. It will be 15 or 16 inches, probably about 15 inches. So you're going to need a bigger hoop, okay? That brings me to hoops. So I used a bamboo floral hoop that I got on Amazon. I checked the craft stores near me and I was able to find metal hoops in a 12-inch size. It was a 12-inch hoop. Either works. Plastic works too if you can find that. It just needs to be a 12-inch circle, that's all. So really simple 12-inch bamboo hoops. I have some extras here. An alternative, sometimes it can be hard to find floral hoops. If your craft store has a macrame section, you can check there too. Let's see. An embroidery hoop works too. It has this little thing at the top, but if you don't mind being a little bit wasteful, which I do, it really bothers me a lot, but you can always take this apart and just use the inside hoop of the embroidery hoop. Or you can put the outside part on and it will actually just hold your yarn in place really well, either way. And the little closure at the top is a nice way to hang after you're all done. Okay. Hoops, that's easy. If you go on my blog, there will be links to the hoops I bought off of Amazon. If I can figure out how to do it on YouTube, I will. I'm not very good at YouTube yet. Okay. What else do you need? Okay, you're going to need a 3.5 millimeter hook. I used a 3.5 millimeter. My tension is typically pretty medium. I like to think I crocheted a little tighter on purpose for this one, but I tend to have pretty medium, sometimes even loose tension. So if you know yourself to have tight tension, I recommend just going straight to a 4 millimeter hook. There's actually a lot of wiggle room in this pattern. Once we get to the end, there's a couple rounds you can actually just leave off if your mandala is getting too big. If it's too small, you're going to be surprised at how much it stretches, and the stretch is good. I'll show you. I have two versions here. So this is the one I did with the 3.5 millimeter hook, and there's not a lot of, kind of hard to show you. There's not a lot of give in here. Oh, there we go. Now you can see it. There's not too much give. It doesn't sag. There's no sagging. That's very good. I did this one with a 4 millimeter hook, and one of the rounds I had to leave off because it was getting too big. And there is just a little more motion in the middle there than I want. So for me, I went with the 3.5 millimeter hook. We will check our gauge after round 4 to make sure that we're at least close to on track, okay? So don't worry, there's wiggle room. We'll check our gauge. I'm not going to make you make a gauge swatch. You're just going to check it as we make the pattern to make sure that your size is pretty close to what it should be. Okay, what else do you need? All you need after that is scissors, needle, weaving in ends, trimming your yarn, and a ruler to check your gauge. The gauge we're shooting for is 3 inches at round 4, so you don't need a big ruler, you don't need anything huge, just little guy. Okay, that is it for materials. And that's it. That's all you need to know to get ready for this crochet along. Please feel free to leave me any questions. I will get to them as soon as I can. Like I said, check out the Polly Plum Pattern Posse on Facebook. It's a very helpful group. I send everybody there because the members are so helpful and supportive that I rarely get to answer questions because somebody gets to them before I do. So I highly recommend going there and you'll get lots and lots of help. I will keep an eye out for your questions. Let me know if you have any. And great, I can't wait to see you for part 1.